Are you tired of holding it all in and pretending everything's fine? You're not alone. For so many Indian men, the struggle to express emotions is a silent battle fought every single day. Maybe you've felt it too. The pressure to keep a brave face, to never let your guard down, to always appear strong even when you're hurting inside. It's a story that repeats itself in homes, schools, and workplaces across the country, and it's time we talk about it. From the time they're little, Indian boys hear it again and again: be strong, don't cry, emotions are for the weak. These words are often spoken with good intentions, passed down from one generation to the next, but they plant a seed. Boys are taught that showing emotion is a sign of weakness, that real men don't cry, and that vulnerability is something to be ashamed of. It starts at home, with parents who want their sons to be resilient, and continues in schoolyards where tears are met with teasing or silence. It sounds harmless, but it sticks. Those early lessons become invisible rules that shape how boys grow into men. They learn to hide their feelings, to mask their pain with a smile, to swallow their fears and doubts. Over time, this emotional armor becomes so familiar that many men forget what it's like to truly open up. They become experts at pretending, at saying "I'm fine" when they're anything but. When a young guy wants to share his fears or sadness, he remembers those words and stays quiet. He might sit in a room full of friends, wanting to talk about what's really going on, but the fear of being judged or misunderstood keeps him silent. He might lie awake at night replaying conversations in his head, wishing he could just say what he feels. But the old lessons echo: don't be weak, don't let them see you cry. I know a friend who once said, "I wish I could just tell my dad I'm scared sometimes, but I don't want him to think I'm weak." This isn't just his story, it's the story of countless men who long for connection, but are afraid of being misunderstood. The silence between fathers and sons, brothers and friends grows wider, filled with words left unsaid and feelings left unshared. That pressure builds up. It doesn't just disappear, instead it turns into stress, anxiety, and sometimes even anger. Men carry this invisible weight with them everywhere, at work, at home, in their relationships. They might snap at loved ones, withdraw from friends, or bury themselves in work to avoid facing what's really going on inside. The cost of silence is high, and it's paid in sleepless nights, strained relationships, and a constant sense of isolation. The truth is, this emotional suppression doesn't just affect the individual, it ripples out to everyone around them. Partners may feel shut out, children may sense the distance, and friends may wonder why their buddy never really opens up. The cycle continues generation after generation unless someone decides to break it. With family expecting you to be the rock, society telling you to man up, and friends joking about being emotional, it's no wonder so many men bottle things up inside. The world tells men to be providers, protectors, and problem solvers, but rarely gives them permission to be vulnerable. Even in moments of celebration or grief, there's an unspoken rule: keep it together, no matter what. Social media and pop culture only add to the pressure. Everywhere you look, there are images of men who seem to have it all together. Successful, confident, unshakable. It's easy to feel like you're the only one struggling, the only one who doesn't have all the answers. But the truth is, everyone has their battles, and no one is immune to pain. But here's the truth: hiding pain doesn't make it go away. In fact, the more you try to bury it, the stronger it becomes. Unspoken emotions can turn into physical symptoms: headaches, fatigue, even illness. They can lead to unhealthy coping mechanisms, like drinking, smoking, or withdrawing from the people who care about you most. The cost of silence is real, and it's paid in health, happiness, and peace of mind. It just grows, leading to stress, loneliness, even broken relationships. The good news? It's okay to talk. It's okay to admit you're struggling. It's okay to reach out for help. In fact, it's one of the bravest things you can do. When you open up, you give others permission to do the same. You show that strength isn't about hiding your feelings. It's about facing them head on. Opening up isn't weakness. It's the first step to healing. It's the beginning of real connection, of building relationships based on trust and understanding. When you share your story, you invite others to share theirs. You create a space where honesty is valued and where no one has to pretend anymore. There are many ways to start: talking to a friend, reaching out to a counselor, or even writing down your feelings. The important thing is to take that first step, no matter how small. Healing doesn't happen overnight, but every conversation brings you closer to understanding yourself and those around you. Let's make space for honest conversations. Let's challenge the old beliefs that say men must be silent and stoic. Let's teach our sons, brothers, and friends that it's okay to feel, to cry, to ask for help, because when we break the silence, we break the cycle. Every man deserves to be heard. Every man deserves to feel safe expressing his emotions. And every man deserves to know that he's not alone. The journey to emotional freedom starts with a single conversation. Let's start today.